The games... Oh, hello? Huh? Who the... You are Bruno. You're even more sexy than I thought. Hoo la la. And who the bloody hell are you? And this vulgar one must be Yellow. You disgust more. What'd you say? If you're gonna insult someone, you should at least speak proper English. Oh, I like her. Je m'appelle Halle. I am the right-hand Harlequin to Monsieur Lynx. Bruno Montus. If you lie down with a dog like this femme, you will surely catch fleas, non? I think you could do much better if you gave her up. Actually, I suggest you all turn back. You should not defy him. Wait, what's your problem? Please, Amon Bruno. I would hate to see anything sad happen to you. I've had it up to here with you. Jesus, you shut up. I am having a serious conversation with Bruno. Why don't you mind your own business? That's it. Put up your dukes. I'm gonna kick your ass so hard, you'll kiss the moons. You are the one who is going to have her derriere kicked, non. But alas, I cannot be caught fighting you here. Imagine the trouble I would get into. Au revoir, mon Bruno. See you again. And Bruno, please dream of moi, oui? Jeez, what's a problem? Games nowadays are really just interactive movies, and when some people play older games like this, they just don't take time to appreciate the ambiance, the environments, and how a lot of it's hand-drawn. Yeah, I feel like we've gotten so spoiled by games nowadays. The graphics are so good and they're so realistic. We see games like this and we're like, oh, it's not that great. But like at the time, games like this were revolutionary. I mean, they were at the top of the graphics, you know, like, yeah. And so much stuff is hand drawn. Like that had to have been, I mean, that's art right there. That's just beautiful. I mean, that is just gorgeous. I love it. Didn't you tell me once that, like, in Final Fantasy VII, the stuff's...
Final Fantasy VII's backdrops are, like, hand-drawn or whatever. But then you have the 3D characters on top of it. Honestly, these characters look better than Final Fantasy VII's blocky 3D things.
That's true. But this game is newer than Final Fantasy VII?
It's around the same time. Same company.
Yeah. Hey guys, you know how to get up there, don't you? Well, get going.
I feel like Chrono Cross, Final Fantasy VII, and Xenogears are all around the same era with Square.
Second pillar, are these pillars?
Yeah.
Left.
Second to last one on the left. Second to last one.
What is the pillar? Is this not the pillar right here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Second to last one.
Okay.
The first one.
That's the first one. That's the second one.
Second to last.
To this one.
Yeah.
God.
Okay. You're like on the wall instead of the door.
Well, I've tried hitting the pillar and nothing happened.
There you go.
What do you think you're doing? The game was released on August 15th, 2000. It's 20 years old. Wow. Oh. Thinking that things like this are 20 years old makes me feel old. I like 2000 doesn't seem like that long ago for me. I guess it is. Well, thinking of things like this as being retro really makes me feel old. Like, people consider this kind of stuff to be retro now, and it's it makes me feel old. That's by no means a dig at your name, by the way. I was just saying that, like, I'm not denying that, you know, as time moves forward, things become retro that weren't.
Not even tagged.
I'm old, I'll admit it. Valkyrie profile turned 20 yesterday.
I wish I was 20.
Yeah, what I would give to be 20 again. I was watching a streamer yesterday who talked about how, because people like to pick on him for it being his birthday every single day. Like, they'll wish him happy birthday every single day. He's like, it's not my birthday, I don't even like my birthday. And he was like, the last good birthday I celebrated was 21. After that, everything's been downhill. And I get that. Like, as a kid, you get so excited to celebrate your birthday, and now I'm just like, oh, it's just another, I'm just old.
You want to get a good idea how old we are? Our daughter is going to be a teenager next year.
Yeah, my daughter turns 13 next year. I have a teenager. I have a teenager, but I also have a kindergartner, so I'm not.
Yeah, you got both ends.
Not that old. Yet.
Does having a second kid make you younger?
No. You're almost 40. Wow. Wow.
I might almost be 40, depending on your definition of almost.
I don't think that I meet the definition of almost 40.
No.
I am still early 30s.
Did I ever tell you about the party that my mom gave Aunt Constance for her 40th birthday?
Did she give her an over-the-hill party?
Yes, she did.
No joke, my mom gave everybody an over-the-hill party. And when it came to be her turn,
she didn't want one.
She told us that if we valued our life, there better not be an over-the-hill party for her. So my mom has never had an over-the-hill party. Which I think is a little... I always thought was a little silly because, you know, like... You know... Can't stand the heat, stay out of the kitchen. Not that I would ever say that to her. Hope she'd ever watches this stream.
Somehow I doubt your mom's watching us play video games.
Yeah, I doubt that too.
Alright, so you can go to the elevator.
I mean, I know that my family has asked, like, what your YouTube channel was and stuff like that, but
I'm not gonna watch it.
I'm not gonna watch it.
So, alright. This is all the culmination of the end. We'll probably stop changing the subject.
The end of the dungeon?
Mm-hmm.
Here's the big boss. Oh, no, how do I, where do I go? Oh. Apparently I'm really bad with games with the D-pad. I just have to practice more, apparently. Oh. Any stores? Close your eye already. Oh, fudge sickles.
In a way, that's a good thing.
I know.
More chance to get stat bumps before you find out the boss.
That is true. I did just get like one of those. I did just beat a boss, so.
Oh, also speaking of being on the boss, you might have more
yeah,
slots you can fill in.
I should check that. Yeah, the lighting in the shadows. Yeah, although I just have trouble facing the items sometimes. Not gonna lie. Struggle. The only game system I had with a D-pad was my Game Boys, and the only RPG I played on Game Boy was Pokemon. Lots of
The N64 had a D-pad for your third hand.
Yeah.
Such a weirdly shaped controller.
I remember as a kid, I was like, do you hold it like this? Do you hold it like this? Like, what is, yeah.
I don't think I know of like hardly any games that use the left side of that controller.
It was such a weird controller.
Nintendo likes to experiment.
I remember the first time my dad brought home an N64 controller that was shaped like a normal controller, and we would like fight over who got that controller when we played Super Smash Brothers. Everybody wanted that controller. Like when my friends would come over and we'd all play Super Smash Brothers, everybody would try to get that controller because it was just less awkward than all the other controllers.
I remember when I had an N64, me and my friends used to play GoldenEye all the time, and I would beat them a lot. But then we got, I think, Mario Party at one point, and one of my friends playing Mario Party like spammed the hell out of the button trying to win a mini game and broke one of the buttons on the controller. Like it would only work like 70% of the time. And then from then on, we all fought over who had to use the broken controller. And I was always like, you broke it, you have to use it.
You want Chrono and Smash Brothers Ultimate? Oh, Chrono would be awesome.
Chrono would be awesome. I'm kind of surprised none of the Chrono Trigger crew have made it into Smash Brothers. They put everyone else in it. Like, you know, like we've got Solid Snake in there. We've got people from Xenoblade in there. We've got Persona in there. How is like Nintendo's? How does Nintendo not cap like Square? I guess we don't really have like hardly any Square characters, do we? Maybe Square just doesn't want their characters in there.
Maybe. I remember like Smash Brothers was like my intro into somebody. Like I was like, what's this character from? They got here. Oh, that's right. They did get.
Oh, that's true. They got the hero from Dragon Quest. So Square does have people in there. That makes me wonder even more. Like, I'm honestly surprised we don't have any Final Fantasy characters in there too. There's so many to choose from.
Maybe that's the problem. I could think of some top contenders. Cloud would probably be a big one.
I mean, Nintendo might not be in a hurry to get them in there. You know?
Yeah. I would say if they're gonna put one in, I would probably see it being Cloud, because like everybody.
I don't think Cloud will get in there. I mean, I think that makes sense. But
I'm just saying that like people think Final Fantasy, and that's one of the characters that they think of.
Yeah, but how many Nintendo systems can you play Final Fantasy VII on?
Fair. How many can you play Final Fantasy VII?
Cloud is in? Oh, he's already in? Oh, Cloud's already in Smash.
Oh, he is?
I don't know everyone that's in Smash Bros. Right now. There's so many DLCs that I don't have.
You can play Final Fantasy VII on the Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, you can now.
Yeah. Because I own it on the Nintendo Switch. Because I intend to play it. And I've never played it. Actually, I started it one time. I was in like
7, 8, and 9 on Switch, don't you?
I have 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 2, and 12.
Gotcha.
I started 7. 30 seconds in. Gilded hears like the tiniest bit of music, like just a couple seconds, and he's like, "Are you playing Final Fantasy VII?"
Yeah, from like across the hallway.
And I was like, I mean, I started it, and he was like, oh, okay. And then when he asked me that, I always get like intimidated. I'm like, oh, maybe I should. He's gonna want to know, like, if yeah. So.
She has this thing where like she knows that I know a lot about video games, so she feels like she's gonna mess up, and she doesn't want to play it anymore because she thinks that I'll find out that she messed up.
Yeah.
Although you can't really mess up. You know.
I have. You don't think it deserves all the praise and adoration it gets?
I don't think that's true. I think you have to put it in the context of when it came out, and that's where a lot of it comes from. I don't think some of it is aged as well as other games, but like for when it came out, it was amazing.
I like Final Fantasy X. I think Ian is cool. It's the only Final Fantasy that I've almost beat.
When you play the Final Fantasy games on your stream, are you going to start with 1 and go forward? Or
yeah.
You're going to do it chronologically?
I'm going to start with 1 and move forward.
All right. I'm watching this.
And skip the MMOs. So no
11 and 14?
No 11 and 14.
I'm going to be a viewer on those ones.
When I get to 15, I'll have to either have to buy it on PC or borrow your PS4.
You can do that.
Just depends on where you're at and what you're playing. I mean, I have a backup option. Oi, could this be? Nah, it ain't the frozen flame. Don't see any other booty here either. I guess I better ask the general directly. Hello?
Are you reading this?
I didn't press any buttons.
Yeah, you apparently did.
I'm promising you I did not touch a button. It's been doing this and I haven't been touching buttons.
Oh, and your thumb was on the button. I looked at it.
Yeah, but I didn't press it. My compliments on getting past my security. Now may I ask you, who in heaven's name are you? So you're General Viper. Don't feign ignorance on me now. Why'd you send your dragoons to get me mate Bruno here? Bruno, my dragoons? I'm afraid, my dear, I haven't the foggiest idea of what you're talking about. General, I believe these vermin are here to see me. Well, it seems you have saved me the trouble of finding you. Lynx? Young girl, are you? What's the matter? Cat got your tongue? I finally got you by the tail now, Lynx. I've come for 2 things. The frozen flame and your life, you murderer. Ah, so you must be Yeller then. A member of the fearsome band of thieves known as the Radical Dreamers, correct? Radical Dreamers, this young lady? Precisely. Don't let her innocence fool you, Jim. Quite ferocious. Ha! Ferocious! My arse! After what you've done? I hate to disappoint you, but the frozen flame is not here. That fire lies hidden in the Sea of Eden, the place where past and future collide. Alright then, it looks like I'll have to put that part off till later. In the meantime, I'll settle my score with you, Lynx. Prepare to meet your maker. Ha! I have no business with you. Bruno!
Boss fight!
It has many flaws that people tend to overlook. It is also because 90% of people start with Final Fantasy VII. Well, Gilded did tell me, like, when I was first looking at Final Fantasy games, that most people tend to love their first Final Fantasy game.
You know, if you started playing them pre-Final Fantasy VII, people tend to love 4 and 6. If you started with 7, you tend to love 7. There's a large contingency of people that started with 10, and nowadays with even 13 and 15, because, you know, we're getting old.
I really like 10. And I think it's because it's the first Final Fantasy game. Like, I remember when I was growing up, all of my friends talked about Final Fantasy X, and I really wanted to check it out. And I thought that you had to start at Final Fantasy 1 and move forward. I didn't realize that each one was its own standalone story, so I was like, oh, well, I mean, we're already on 10. I'm never going to know what the story is. Like, I didn't realize each one was an isolated story, so I was really interested in Final Fantasy. And I think my dad actually even had a Final Fantasy game, but I was just like, oh, that game's so beyond me. Like, that's always been my thing. Like, I've never thought I was a good gamer. Gilded tells me otherwise. I've always thought that I was just, you know.
I like all the Final Fantasies. I feel like even bad Final Fantasies are still good games.
Well, I mean, Square, and it's Final Fantasy.
That's not a gift. But you should probably pay attention to Lynx.
Okay.
It's a little, feline man with a scythe. And everybody, if you want to start watching the stream every night, we're on here every single night, and if you want to have a say in what we're going to play in the future, check out that poll down below. We are polling the audience for what they want to see in the future. To get a good idea of, because right now I'm playing through all the Xenosaga, Xenogears, Xenoblade games, but I've only got like another month of that, and we'll be done with all of them.
Sorry guys, I tend to get quiet when I'm fighting a boss. I get nervous.
Concentrate.
I wouldn't call it concentrating, it's mostly nerves. I forget to talk.
What do you think about Lynx?
I mean, he seems evil.
Is it because he's innate black? So there he had a counter move that he lowered your magic stat there.
See that.
How has this counter move? Maybe I missed it. There it is. He casts anti-white if you hit him with a white spell, which makes it where you can't cast white elements a little bit. Which stops you using it, basically. It only affects that one character though, so it's a good thing you have like revive and stuff on Lena, because that way it doesn't get blocked.
Right.
I know some people who stick revive or the heal all recoverability or whatever on like Chrono because he's the white person.
Right.
And then he'll do a meteorite and you'll all get blocked and if someone dies they can't revive them.
That sucks. I put it on Lena because chances are like if I need a heal, she's gonna be the one I'm looking at to do it. So it might not have been my smartest move, but it's what I did.
Doesn't seem like a bad move to me. Hell Soul. So this is an annoying ability. It pulls your soul out of your body and sends it to hell. It's a mist. It's basically an instant death attack. Imbecile is the one that drops your magic stat temporarily.
Oh, I mean, I don't know that Bruno can really cast much anymore anyways. pretty tapped.
Well, his white abilities come back on eventually. It's not permanent. If you start your turn with like 1 stamina or 2 stamina, you can just hit defend.
That's what I've been doing with the other guys. That's what you told me.
Yeah, it's useful. Because like you can't build up a combo to get to your 3rd attack without having stamina. Attack bombs.
Yeah.
Well, it does good damage.
It does, yeah.
And it helps keep the field from getting all black.
Yeah.
Chrono honestly does pretty good damage just with his weapon.
Yeah, he does. Guy's bent over too, that's a good sign.
Yep.
I don't think I have anything other than white.
Yeah, you don't have anything left, so you can just do your 3 attack. Get in. Yeah, 42. I say Bruno's 3 stamina attack is not it's just as strong as some of the spell books.
Yeah. She might need it. She's gonna need to do this. Come on, tell me she's okay. She's gonna need it.
You have a Lynx selector now.
I know. Okay, I was looking at her here for this.
Gotcha.
Okay, Bruno is selected. Gonna need to kill Bruno. Yeah, that's good.
That's the nice thing about some of the bosses in this game. They're long enough to actually go through most of your elements.
Yeah.
Yay! You beat Lynx.
Wow. That was a fun fight.
Level 8.
With that, I need to take a quick bathroom break.
Okay.
And I'll be right back. Pendragon Sigil C. What is that? It's a Pendragon Sigil. Hello? Bugger! It was just a shadow. Did you think I would be stupid enough to pick a fight with a rabid dog? Why, just a shadow of mine is enough to deal with the likes of you. Now, Bruno, what do you desire from this world? Do you wish to live again? Do you want to erase your demise from the pages of history? What is that noise? A high-pitched whistling. What's wrong, Bruno? Why is the end of the human world always nigh in these stupid games? Why? Every game. Every plot. End of the world. End of the world. End of the world. Come on, something original for once. Listen to me. The end of the human world is nigh. When this time comes, Bruno, there shall be a deep enmity between you and the world. This is not speculation or prediction. This is history. Okay. There are now 3 of them. Bugger! This doesn't look good. You cannot escape. There's something I want to ask you. Daddy, I didn't hit a button. Don't move a whisker if you want this girl to live. Goodness gracious, who are you? My darling Riddell, why you dirty? Shut up, old-timer. Our lives are at stake here. There ain't nothing dirty about saving your own life. Just stay calm and quiet and I won't hurt you, okay? Just need you to come with us till we reach a safer place. You alright, Bruno? Come on, let's bust out of here. Okay. Don't be foolish. Do you really think you can escape? We are blocked in. You fiend! Take your dirty hands off of Lady Riddell. Oh, okay. What do you take me for, an idiot? Chrono, this way. We have you now, you vermin. There is no way out of you. Bloody hell. Let's work out a deal. Release my daughter, and I shall let you walk away. How about it? Yeah, right. Can't trust you. Are you willing to jump to your death? She looks over the edge. I love it. She's like, What just happened? Oh, no. What are you willing to die for? I'm telling you, I'm not hitting the buttons.
Okay.
I've been waiting for you, Bruno. Waiting for a long, long time for you. Now come to me, Bruno, the assassin of time. The Chrono Trigger. The Chrono Trigger? I made a joke about that last stream. I made a joke about that egg and the Chrono Trigger. I didn't really think that term was gonna come. The Chrono Trigger, really? It was the name of the egg that we used to bring back Chrono in Chrono Trigger. And now Bruno is the Chrono Trigger? The heck? What does that even mean? How does that even work? I don't understand what's going on. Okay. The game finally got a hook in me. Like, I was waiting for, like, the big hook that you know, the juicy carrot on the stick that they were gonna use to dangle in front of me to get me to keep running, and here it is. Right here. Found it. Come to me, Bruno. Bruno says no.
I figured catching up with Harley and Lynx would probably help you with the story.
I don't understand.
What don't you understand?
Why are we on the screen?
I know one reason you might be, but it doesn't apply to you. It's just giving you a chance to arrange your characters and everything at the end of that story segment.
I don't know how to arrange my character.
You don't need to. If you wanted to, you could like mess with their equips.
Oh. Well, I do want to.
Just as a for instance, which won't matter to you since you don't have Kid in your party. If you did have Kid in your party and you just saw her get stabbed, you might want to say remove all of the elements from Kid.
Oh.
Yeah, you still have a couple empty slots, huh?
Oh, that's not a good place for that.
It's a level 4. Hey, Karanova, welcome back to the stream.
That was it was fun. Okay. You save?
Maybe, yeah.
Let's do that since we just beat a boss.